America's lab lights flicker. They're not burning as bright as they once did. Picture this, a once bustling American research lab, now dim and anxious. The hum of progress has quieted. Postdocs sip lukewarm coffee, a far cry from the excitement that fueled their initial dreams. More worried about budgets than breakthroughs. The weight of financial constraints is palpable. Grant deadlines loom, a constant pressure in the academic world. But funding feels out of reach. The competition is fierce, and the odds are daunting. Experiments stall, progress grinds to a halt, and young scientists spend more time on spreadsheets than science. The administrative burden overshadows the joy of discovery. This isn't dystopian fiction. It's a growing reality in the US, a concerning trend that could have long-lasting consequences. Now, look to Europe. New labs in Heidelberg, Leuven, Cambridge, buzzing with optimism. A renewed sense of purpose fills the air. Governments there are investing in science, betting on discovery and innovation. They see science as an investment in the future. For decades, the US was the magnet for global talent. Think Bell Labs, the moon race, a golden age of breakthroughs. A time when American ingenuity led the world. But tides turn. Now, whispers grow. American scientists and aspiring researchers are eyeing Europe. The grass may seem greener on the other side. Is this a blip or the start of a global shift? A brain drain reversal that could reshape where the future is invented? The implications are enormous. The question is urgent and the stakes are high. Will America remain the land of innovation, or will the lights go out? The future of American science hangs in the balance. What's driving this shift in the landscape of scientific research? What underlying forces are causing this change? In a word, money, the lifeblood of any research endeavor, or more accurately, the distinct lack of it, the scarcity of resources. US federal research funding as a share of GDP, a key indicator of commitment to scientific advancement, has stagnated, remaining stubbornly flat for far too long. While other nations, recognizing the strategic importance of science, invest more aggressively. Agencies like NIH, the National Institutes of Health, and NSF, the National Science Foundation, face flat or shrinking budgets, forcing difficult choices and limiting their ability to support groundbreaking work. Even as research costs rise, driven by increasingly sophisticated technologies and complex experiments, grant success rates are at historic lows, making it harder than ever to secure funding for vital projects. Especially for young scientists, the future of innovation, who struggle to launch their careers. Imagine Dr. Evelyn Reed, a brilliant biochemist. Her groundbreaking proposal is praised by reviewers, but not funded. There's just not enough money to go around, even for the most promising ideas. Projects stall, progress grinds to a halt, labs shrink, downsizing becomes a harsh reality, and students reconsider science careers, questioning their future in a field facing such uncertainty. The result? Uncertainty, a pervasive cloud hanging over the scientific community. Fierce competition, researchers pitted against each other for dwindling resources. And a message to the world. America isn't the sure bet it once was. Its dominance in scientific research is no longer guaranteed. Meanwhile, other countries, seeing an opportunity, are rolling out the red carpet for researchers, offering attractive funding packages and supportive environments. The US risks losing its edge, its competitive advantage in the global scientific arena, if it doesn't reinvest in its scientific future, prioritizing research and development. Progress is delayed, breakthroughs are postponed, potential wasted, talent squandered. The global talent pool is watching, assessing the landscape, and moving, seeking opportunities elsewhere. The funding crunch isn't just a budget issue. It's not simply about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's a warning sign, a red flag signaling a potential crisis. If America doesn't act decisively, the best minds will go, seeking greener pastures, where the support is, where their work is valued and funded. And that place might not be the US, leading to a significant shift in the global scientific landscape. While America tightens its belt, Europe is doubling down on science. The EU's Horizon Europe program alone boasts nearly €100 billion for research and innovation. Germany, France, and the UK are all ramping up investments, building world-class institutes, and funding ambitious projects. The focus: green tech, AI, quantum computing, and health, areas shaping the future. Europe isn't just funding research, it's building an ecosystem for discovery and innovation. The message is clear. Scientists are wanted, valued, and supported. Stability, long-term vision, and collaboration are the new European calling cards. Labs are thriving, and optimism is contagious. Europe is inviting the world's best to help build the future. As other doors close, Europe's are wide open, and the world is taking notice. Oh, this isn't just theory. Scientists are moving. American and international researchers are increasingly choosing European labs. The main draw: stable, long-term funding, and more time for real science. But it's also about research freedom and work-life balance. Take Dr. Ben Carter, a computational biologist from California. Frustrated by US funding cycles, he moved his lab to the Netherlands. He found renewed purpose, bigger questions to tackle, and a better quality of life. Moving isn't easy. New cultures, languages, and systems await. But for many, the promise of flourishing science outweighs the challenges. These are personal journeys, not just statistics. The trend is real, and it's reshaping the global research map. Let's journey to the forefront of artificial intelligence, where innovation meets ethics. Meet Dr. Anya Sharma, a brilliant mind shaping the future. Once a rising AI star, she was a beacon of potential in the heart of technological advancement. In Silicon Valley, the epicenter of the digital revolution, despite a great salary, lavish perks, and the allure of the California dream, her groundbreaking research was increasingly stifled, leaving her feeling unfulfilled. It was constrained by short-sighted corporate priorities and bottom-line pressures. Blue sky ideas, the kind that could revolutionize industries, gave way to, or rather, were sacrificed for, incremental product tweaks and minor software updates that barely scratched the surface of her potential. Then, unexpectedly, came an offer, a lifeline, from a Swiss institute nestled in the Alps. This institute was uniquely focused on ethical AI development, a cause close to her heart, with real funding, cutting-edge resources, and most importantly, the freedom to pursue her research vision. In Switzerland, amidst breathtaking landscapes, Dr. Sharma now leads a diverse and passionate team, working on transparent, fair AI, algorithms that benefit humanity, a world away from the click-driven grind and superficial metrics of her old job in the valley. The lab is modern, equipped with the latest technology, collaborative, fostering innovation, and globally connected, allowing for seamless knowledge sharing. She admits she misses California's warm sun, but not the relentless pressure to constantly chase the next product cycle and meet unrealistic launch deadlines. Here she can truly think, envisioning the future a decade ahead, not just focusing on the next quarterly business report and short-term profits. Her story is increasingly common, a sign of the times, scientists seeking opportunities that offer not just abundant resources and state-of-the-art equipment, but a supportive research culture that genuinely values deep, impactful research with real-world implications. Europe's ambitious vision is attracting top talent from around the globe and sending a clear wake-up call, a challenge, to other research hubs around the world. The shift is about more than just competitive salaries and research funding packages. It's fundamentally about scientific purpose and making a difference. For many brilliant minds, Europe is increasingly becoming the place where their most impactful and groundbreaking work can truly happen. And that's not just a trend, it's fundamentally changing the game on a global scale. But Europe isn't a scientific utopia. Bureaucracy is a major headache. Grant paperwork, procurement, and hiring can be daunting. Navigating red tape can sap time and energy, sometimes more than in the US. Language barriers add another layer, making daily life and integration challenging. Cultural differences in lab hierarchies and decision-making can frustrate newcomers. Adapting takes patience, humor, and resilience. Europe offers opportunity, but it comes with its own set of frustrations. The grass isn't always greener, It's just a different field. Scientists must weigh the trade-offs before making the leap. Let's talk bureaucracy, Europe's infamous tango. Scientists face mountains of forms for ethics, equipment hiring, and reporting. Dr. Pierre Dubois jokes he spent more time on procurement paperwork than on experiments his first 6 months. Administrative overhead can drag down productivity and morale, especially for those used to the US's faster pace. The EU values accountability and fairness, but sometimes the process feels excessive. Too much red tape can stifle the very innovation Europe wants to foster. The challenge balance oversight with flexibility. European institutions are working to streamline, but the struggle is real. For scientists, less paperwork means more discovery. The dance continues sometimes with sore toes. Is this a simple US versus Europe contest? Not even close. The US remains a scientific powerhouse with top universities and a culture of innovation, but complacency is dangerous. Funding woes are a wake-up call. Europe's investments are real, but it faces its own hurdles. Fragmented systems, debates over research priorities, and political uncertainty. Winning the talent war means more than attracting scientists. It's about keeping them productive and happy. And don't forget the rest of the world. China, India, Canada, Australia, South Korea, Singapore, Brazil. All are investing and competing for talent. The global race for scientific minds is fiercer than ever. It's no longer a US-Europe duopoly. The game is global, and everyone wants a seat at the table. The stakes? The future of discovery and innovation. The winners will be those who invest, adapt, and welcome talent. The world is watching and choosing. The real question isn't which country wins, but how science can thrive everywhere. Science is global. The laws of nature don't care about borders. When scientists move, they build bridges, share knowledge, and accelerate discovery. The goal? A vibrant, interconnected world where ideas and people move freely to where they can make the biggest impact. For the US, reinvest, cut red tape, and welcome talent. For Europe, keep funding strong, but streamline bureaucracy. For all nations, treat science as an investment, not a cost. The challenges we face, climate change, pandemics, are global, and so are the solutions. The future depends on collaboration, not competition. Let's hope the next breakthrough comes from a well-funded, collaborative, and open lab, anywhere on Earth.